Hey, Paul.
Hey, Dick. How are you?
Thank you.
Good to see you.
What you got, babe?
I got you some flowers.
Thank you very much. For me?
Yeah,
Very
of course. Of
Very
course.
pretty. They smell good.
So the way that Dick and I met was I happened to be volunteering for a friend of mine who was doing a book drive for a historic preservation group. He ended up inviting me, sort of as a thank you for volunteering, to a party where he was going to honor a good friend of his, the life and legacy of Dick Leish.
That's a historical thing.
The 50th anniversary of the Sip-In,
Yeah, there and New York City.
the proclamation from the city of New York.
Yeah, they sent me the thing right back in, actually 2 years ago. They sent me letters of thank you for being members and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. After the party, Dick and I started to hang out. I felt like, considering his legacy and his significance, there wasn't as much on the internet as there should be. So I started coming and visiting him on the weekends and recording his stories. Through these recordings, we actually ended up becoming very good friends. We'll go out to eat. Oftentimes, the servers will be kind of nosy, and they'll say, "Oh, is this your grandson?" "Oh," and they'll be really pushy to try and figure it out.
Right, exactly.
And I would say, "No," and then stop talking. Ricardo came into my life, and it's always kind of what they say, you end up finding the person you're looking for when you're not looking. One day I decided that they needed to meet. What ended up happening, I think, is very funny. I sort of became the work friend, and Ricardo became the fun friend. So in a way, you and Ricardo became really best friends too, all three of us together.
He's more fun, silly, ditzy, party group somewhere. You're much more serious, more responsible, and all that kind of stuff.
Everything fell together. All the pieces fell together. I have a job that I love.
Yeah.
I met the love of my life. I have my best friend
Right.
here.
So,
And cheers.
cheers.
Should we go see the bar where the historic Sip-In took place?
It sounds really good to me. In the old days, everybody was scared to death about being gay, and with good reason, because you could lose your job for that. If you were a lawyer or a doctor, clergy or something like that, and you had a gay person, you lost your job. The whole problem was there was only one gay organization.
Yeah, you guys were the only ones in the whole city.
People who were gay wanted to speak to homosexual, and they didn't know where to talk to gay people. Many times they wanted us to help a psychiatrist, go to a psychiatrist and help them stop being gay. And one of our big things was to talk against the whole idea about that. For some people, it's very hard finding other people.
So in those days, friendship was the cornerstone of the Mattachine Society.
Well, definitely, that's definitely what it was. Look who's here! Oh my
Hi.
God! There goes the neighborhood. Nice to see you, Precious. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Precious.
Oh, it's nice to see you guys. So we have some pretty big, exciting news for you.
You do.
I
What's that?
hope it makes you happy.
So Dick,
Right.
Ricardo and I are going to get married.
Oh my God! Congratulations!
Yeah, we are.
Congratulations! Good for
And
you.
we want you to be the witness at our wedding.
Oh, I want to be the best man.
Okay.
That'd be exciting.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can be
Where
the
am I
best man.
going to get married?
We're going to do it at City Hall. We think it's really symbolic, and your life's work is really important to us. When you came to New York, gay bars weren't even legal.
It's true.
And over 50 years later, your work has led us to be able to get married.
God.
You know, you were at Stonewall, you saw it all, and you did so much for us. So we really want you to be our witness.
Oh, shucks. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you
My baby.
I'm so excited that you said yes. We were worried. We were like, what is Dick gonna say?
Oh. Hey, congratulations
Thank
to
you.
To you too. Great.
We're married!
We feel terrific as parents to be able to, for our children to find love and for them to be able to marry who they choose. Fantastic, just fantastic.
Hi, Chuck. Say hi, Chuck. that just a text message? Because that is the craziest thing I've ever heard, that it's still going on.
You know it's the text message. If I don't put it on that long, then I don't know anything's coming in.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm extremely lucky that I had a best friend, that I fell in love with my best friend, that I was able to marry my best friend, and that we're blessed to have such amazing families. And I just want people to know that if we could do it, anybody could do it.
I feel like the best relationships come out of friendships, and I feel like you're.
Jody.
Sorry.
Hi, Jody. So as of yesterday, May 25th, we celebrated our 1-year anniversary of being married.
Legally married in the state of New Jersey, which is a big deal. It was the best day of my life.
Absolutely.
We still watch the video all the time. Danielle will catch me like looking at my phone watching it, and she'll be like, seriously.
I feel very proud.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
I always wanted Daniela to know that, you know, marriage is important and you have to work at it, and it's just a work in progress every day. And what can I say? They're just very, very important to me, and I love them very much.
I was in Danielle's life in the beginning, and I'm very happy. They moved into this house and made it a home immediately. The only problem are the dogs.
They're not really a problem, but
That's a joke.
they're manageable.
But no, I love them both, and their mothers have a lot to be proud of. And so do I.
My husband, before we had children, said to me, he said, what would you do if our son or daughter was gay? And I said, nothing. And he just, for some reason, my husband just had that intuition that we would have a gay child. I don't know how. I really don't. It's crazy. But I remember him saying
They've told that story.
Funny.
Cut to Aunt Mary.
There she is. Hello, I'm Auntie. I'm Auntie.
We're both extremely fortunate because I don't think we have one person in our lives that cares at all or even blinks. I mean, I also find myself very fortunate because I work for a company, Barefoot, that has an unbelievable inclusion policy, and Barefoot focuses on pride events, and we participate in all of these LGBT functions. And honestly, from being accepted from my family then to going into work for a company like that, it's been amazing.
They're all on diets. They don't eat dessert.
What does that mean? They're on diets. We're
All
not.
right, I'll go right now.
No, we have dessert. No, we don't need the gelato.
We do. You don't need it. We
All right,
need
so we can go get gelato later.
My family's here, Daniela's family's here. We have a couple cousins coming over as well. We're going to go sit in our beautiful backyard and have a nice, amazing Italian family dinner that my in-laws have cooked for us.
Okay, so here we are. Danielle and Danielle's first big anniversary and family dinner. Okay. So happy to share in it. Love you both. Shalom. I still don't have a drink.
Walking down the runway as best friends. What? Bestie on the runway. Bestie on the runway. Bestie, I'm a bestie. I'm a bestie on the runway. Hey, bestie on the runway. Hey, bestie on the runway. Now I'm running away.
And I love you're giving me this light pale canary yellow number.
I'm giving you that movie, you know, taking a trip to Tuscan. I mean,
Tuscan or Tuscany?
And that one.
Both. We'll take them.
Situation. A stitch. Elevation.
A sis stitch.
A
sister stitch. I mean, I do feel like I have a little bit of a big sister tendency
but
moment.
Like, that's the best part about it. Like for me, I feel like when I'm with you, there's no reason to fight because it's a camaraderie when it comes to friendship. It's like you have to know you have to be grounded. You have to be humble within a friendship. It takes a lot of time, and it is a relationship. It's like any other relationship except
You put in that
romance.
energy, yeah. And then I think the other thing that you do for me is that you really help me see like the fruition of like not only my dreams but like our dreams. Like I feel like your dreams are my dreams, and you like coming to life on like in like your work and like your success and like it makes me so happy. My sis is like shining. You're just so fierce.
I love you, Mila. Okay,
I
so
love
you are.
Duh.
That's why we're best friends to this day. Like honestly, because we just like acknowledge the greatness in each and every one of like each of us.
Yes. I think I saw something in you that was very special about who you are and like you're just I'm here, I'm me, my fierceness. I love that. That's like I feel like how I try to be and live my life. And like you're like a sister to me. Like you're like the sister that like I didn't have in this capacity.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that too, because I think the first thing that comes to my head is marginalized groups of people. And I look at us and we are, quote unquote, I mean, it's not true because now we're making a way for ourselves, but there are specific individuals that put us at the lowest of the totem pole. And with us being women on top of trans and on top of Black, being African American people of color, there's always a stigma held above our heads, but seeing us together and seeing women that are powerful and in our light and knowing who we are and raising each other up.
And that'll
hopefully
encourage,
that
that'll encourage other people too, like other girls like us
Right.
who have friends, that will encourage them to stick by their friends,
Right.
to like find their own bestie, girlfriend, like in the experience.
She's the one who also noticed me. She saw me, like she saw who I was as a woman. She saw who I was as a trans woman, and I love that she clocked that because at that moment I was trying
It was
to
a
like,
loving clock.
It was a loving clock. Yeah, it wasn't like a clock. It wasn't like that. But like
It wasn't a scary clock.
she
It wasn't a
realized
spooky
that.
clock.
Yeah, like she realized that, and she saw that when I was in a moment where I was trying to hide that. Girl, do you wouldn't believe it happened to me yesterday?
What happened? Hold
Now,
on,
you
one
probably couldn't
second.
understand anything that came out of my mouth, but she understood. She always understands it.
Oh, girl, I love you, girl. I do.
too.
Yeah, I love you.
This is why I love her, because she's crazy.
I'm insane.
You're actually not crazy. There's no Z. You just crazy.
Cray.
Hey, y'all.
Love is love.
Yes.
Friendship is all about support.
Yes, Mila.
Cheers, Dad. Cheers.
Friendship is about finding someone who understands and appreciates your quirkiness.
Friendship for me is about finding someone that maybe was from another part of the world that you then connect with and then can go dancing to 80s hits on the top of a rooftop.
That's it.
That's my friendship.
Oh, yes.
Friendship is the family that you choose.
Friendship is about unconditional acceptance.
Friendship to me is dependability, being able to depend on someone when you can't do it yourself.
Cheers to that. Get your platform.